Good afternoon, welcome to a new season of English football from the home of English football. This is Wembley Stadium in London, and today we bring you the Charity Shield, the meeting of last season's champions Manchester United and last season's FA Cup winners Chelsea. The domestic programme of games doesn't start till next weekend, but this Duke of York, the new president of the Football Association. And he now will be introduced to the two lineups, starting with Manchester United. Keane, the Manchester United captain, introducing the players. Ryan Yates, one of the old heads now in this United team, Teddy Sheringham. 32 countries are tuning into today's game, such as the fascination of English football, and these two sides are expected to be amongst the hot favourites to be champions of England in 9 months' time. Chelsea are 13-2 for the title, Manchester United 5-4 on to retain their crown. The 27th Wembley FA Charity Shield is underway. It'll be the last one before the Bulldozers move in here. Just able to spoon the ball through towards his colleague. Here's Hasselbank, touched on towards Stanic. Stanic arriving, and Stanic wastes the first real opportunity of this Charity Shield game. Look where Stanic is, right at the bottom of your picture here. And Manchester United were very stretched. Sadly for Chelsea, Barthez wasn't stretched. Ooh, it was that close. It wasn't that close, actually. It might have looked a bit closer to Luca Vialli from his position on the dugout. Keane was the professional here, but Poyet didn't like it. Keane is apparently going to take legal advice over some newspaper allegations about his off-the-field activities, which relates to his competitive nature, let's put it that way. That's Leboeuf. Poyet was being held back by Gary Neville, but the referee's wave play on. This is Zola, free to aim at if he can get over a cross. He's pulled it back to Wise. And Manchester United have got back in numbers now. Zola. Still Zola. Stanic. Two chances for Stanic, but the scoreline remains 0-0. That one was a harder one than his first, but it was teed up delightfully here by Zola, who stood the ball up at the back post, and Stanic was up over the head of Dennis Irwin, and he's misplaced a header again. He hasn't had a save to make of any note. Not that Fabian Barthez could do anything about those attempts by Stanic. And here's Hasselbank. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank screws it wide. Well, if Chelsea fail to win the Charity Shield, they'll look back to these three chances now. Two for Stanic, one for Hasselbank, which could well cost them dear. Terrific upper body strength here by Hasselbaink to shrug off Silvestre, who's had a recent Achilles tendon injury. Scholes. So Stam on for Silvestre. We said we might see Stam at some stage of this game. Scholes, Giggs, and Solskjaer. Manchester United's first chance. Goes to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who's scored 5 times in United's pre-season games so far. Wasn't an easy chance. There's a lot of transfer speculation about him during the summer. Solskjaer. And he wins United a free kick in a dangerous position. We're almost at the midway point of the first half. With David Beckham standing over this free kick for United. Sheringham's ready. This way he's keeping a close eye on him though. It's Beckham. They all missed it and Solskjaer almost crept in ahead of Gus Poyet there. Always such terrific dip and swerve on these Beckham free kicks. Many teams find it difficult to defend them. That was no exception. Giggs. Libert. Once he got his boot to the ball, it's flicked on by Poyet, and Hasselbank's onside here. Can he finish? Yes, he can. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbaink begins to repay his massive transfer fee. This is the 4th time he's played against Manchester United. And this is his 3rd goal against them. But his first in Chelsea colours. He's bluffed 1 chance in this game, but his 2nd chance absolutely on target. Bit of a lucky ricochet perhaps. I think that would have to go down as a goal for Jimmy Floyd Hasselbaink. 3. Mario Stanic. Chelsea very much on top. And now they have a goal to crown their superiority. Here's Zola. And Stanic! It's again, a good piece of goalkeeping by Barthez, which saves the day before Mario Stanic could whip round the back down the years. And it's kind of clever to write them off. Broken to Beckham. And Solskjaer's round the back here for United. Well, it was a peculiar attempt on goal. Sheringham to put the ball back to, but wanted to shoot from a nigh impossible angle. It wouldn't have been easy to cut the ball back, it was moving pretty sharpish. And here's Hasselbaink again. Hasselbaink. Chip through to Di Matteo. And it's a goal kick. I doubt whether Sir Alex Ferguson would have wanted Stam thrown into the Charity Shield at such an early stage. Maybe his lack of fitness is very much a plus for Chelsea, as Di Matteo almost... Another unforced error by Keane, and Chelsea can counter-attack here with Jimmy Floyd Hasselbaink. As Bebayaro arriving to his left, Poyet and Zola to his right. Here's Zola. Oh, a mistake by Irwin. Certainly fooled Barthez. Instead, Wise. Poyet. Poyet trying to pick out Zola, who's made a run down the inside right channel. And his quick thinking almost draws a save out of Barthez. From our commentary position, we were right behind that shot from Gianfranco Zola, and it did miss by some distance, but you could see what he was trying to do. Sheringham, touched by Beckham. Beckham looking to pick out Scholes. Well, there was just a hint of handball there when Paul Scholes ghosted in. The first time Manchester United have got behind Chelsea, and it comes in the final minute of the first half. Scholes was unlucky. If there was a handball, it wasn't deliberate. And as Melchiot moved in, it wasn't an easy opportunity for the England man. This, incidentally, Chelsea's fourth appearance in the Charity Shield. Their only previous success came all the way back in 1955 when they beat Newcastle United. So they had to wait. Foul by Babayaro on Beckham. Just sort of Beckham's position to whip over a right-footed cross. See Babayaro play through the back of Beckham. And all the big guns for United lined up at the back post. Stam's in there, Sheringham's in there, Johnson's in there. As Beckham drives it in, Desai gets it clear, Scholes! And it took a deflection. As soon as it left the boot of Scholes, he saw it just clip a Chelsea defender. You can probably see who it did clip. Yeah, for Chelsea. Tries to pick out Hasselbank. Melchiot! Lovely move by Chelsea. Not a great deal of power in the shot. Giggs was always likely to score a spectacular goal for United. No charity in the Charity Shield. There's a red card for Roy Keane. So often a red mist descends on Roy Keane when he feels he's been hard done by. He had his heels clipped by Hasselbank and he took it out on Gus Poyet. And Roy Keane, not for the first time in his career, departs the scene. And the applause he can hear is from, inevitably, the Manchester United fans who are... And it's Giggs who will take the free kick for Manchester United, possibly Beckham as well. The pair are squaring up over the ball. It's Beckham who drives it in. De Hoy fists it clear. And cleared by Roberto Di Matteo. Look where Barthez. Cole has a bit to prove this season. He was omitted from Kevin Keegan's Euro 2000 squad after scoring 22 goals last season. This is Melchiot for Chelsea. He's allowed to go an awful long way, and he's scored! And the Dutchman Mario Melchiot could well have scored the goal, which seals the Charity Shield for Chelsea. Nobody picked up his galloping run. And as the Manchester United defence parted, Melchiot was allowed to shoot and beat Barthez, and it's now Chelsea 2, Manchester United 0. Finally taken goal by Melchiot. Here's Babayaro and Lasso. Lasso's cross, Hasselbank! And the chances are coming thick and fast now, not only for Chelsea, but also Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank will relish having a player of Lasso's stature whipping in balls like that into the opponent. Last season they won it by a mile, didn't they? Hasselbank! He'll shoot from virtually anywhere. Cole. Well done by Andy Cole. Fortune with a cross, cleared by Desai. This is Scholes. York and Scholes again. And United's sharpest attack. Wise. Hasselbank. Johnson and Hasselbank. But today belongs to Chelsea. It's their first Charity Shield success since 1955. They've waited an awful long time, and it's two Dutch players, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank and Mario Melchiot, who provide them with the goals, which gives them their first silverware of the season. They're hoping it won't be the last. The first Charity Shield win for Chelsea in 45 years, and their first win against Manchester United at Wembley. Manchester United. It was the pivotal point of the game. They were chasing the match. And after that sending off to the Roy Keane, Chelsea scored a second goal. With losers' medals presented by the chief guest, His Royal Highness the Duke of York. Got off Manchester United, picked up losers' medals. They've won this competition 10 times, but number 11 was just one beyond them. You somehow feel that Manchester United will be crowned. Oh, a bit of banter going on between Ken Bates and Alex Ferguson, who are having a pop at each other in the English press. And as United return back down the steps with their losers' medals, Chelsea prepared to go up. The FA Charity Shield. It's the 27th Charity Shield match to be staged at Wembley, the 78th overall. In the previous 26 years, the league champions have lifted the shield on 15 occasions. And it's Dennis Wise now who leads Chelsea up to the royal box. And he will get his hands on a 6th trophy for Chelsea, and is their most successful captain ever. Chelsea have waited 45 years to claim a Charity Shield, and they claim the last piece of silverware dished out at Wembley before the stadium is redeveloped and reopened then in May 2003. Chelsea well worthy of their success today. It's their 4th consecutive Wembley win, and the first time they've won the Charity Shield as FA Cup holders. When they won it in 1955, they were champions of England. And Chelsea are the last club side to win a game here before the stadium is redeveloped. And they've done the old ground crowd with a convincing victory over last year's champions, Manchester United. A reminder of the final score, and there's one of the goal scorers, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. It ends 2-0 to Chelsea in the 2000 Charity Shield.